EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers.
And welcome, your defending NFC South champion, Carolina Panthers. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. And off we go from Charlotte. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. Greg, here comes the Panther offense led by Bryce Young. Big steps in year 3 for the now 4th-year quarterback out of Alabama, the former #1 overall pick.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's got some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Open man downfield is Lee. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Young. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Lamar Jackson, twice the MVP, Greg, leads this Ravens team out season 9, but season 1 without John Harbaugh as his head coach.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a 1st down or 2. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
Just a yard on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
At his own 9-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now Jackson on the move. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, get this downfield to Smythe. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive, this one for 23 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run it with Henry. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. That's going to be a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
A give right up the middle to Henry. He's trying to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at from on the scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up. And that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Offense heading back out for the Panthers, and their coordinator is Brad Idzik. He is as intense, as focused as they come. All eyes on what's to come in this next possession. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Hubbard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Out come the Ravens, and you look at their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. Doyle was the youngest offensive coordinator in football a year ago with the Bears, leaving after 1 year to join Jesse Minter's staff with the Ravens in 2026. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Look wide. Get this one complete. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Jackson now on 2nd down. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Here's Henry, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Play action now. Jackson moving to his right. Now he'll run it. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. Task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Jackson now. They try to set up the screen, and this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. What more could you ask for on 1st down? A nice run of 8. Send up 2nd short.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Tommy Tremble, tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Here's Sam Martin now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. Wester on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
That play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
3rd down, they need 5. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 7.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Baltimore. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Yeah, a nice job right there. Makes the right read, pulls the ball, and turns himself into the runner. And I really like the way he covers himself up at the end, gets good yardage, and avoids the big hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. To throw is Jackson. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Third down, and they need 7. Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Well, we see it every week. There is a conscious push to protect quarterbacks, Mike. I get it. They are the face. They are the stars of the league, and sometimes it can go a little bit too far, but this felt like the right call. It was close, but that's a late hit, and it's going to draw a flag near every time.
On the ground, here's Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Now Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? They'll run for it with Henry. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, I think everybody sitting at home says, I could have called that play, right, Mike? I mean, you got Derrick Henry. Just look at him. Is there a mystery of who's going to end up with the ball down here close? I mean, one of the most physically imposing running backs we've seen in the history of the league. And His ability to convert down near the goal line continues on that run.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Panthers nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Leggett in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Young. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Trey Hendrickson. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Second and long coming up. Here's Young to throw. To set up the screen here to Hubbard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Chuba Hubbard. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Kyle Hamilton, the personal defender, with the good coverage there. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Holding offense.
That one on the former Washington Husky, Roger Rosengarten. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Second down, Jackson. He'll get this out wide. Finding space at the 40. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Seems like wide receiver screens in the NFL are kind of a mixed bag. It almost seems like they either go for nothing or you get a big play. And in this case, it was the latter. Nice job by the big guys getting out front, leading the way, and the wide receiver does the rest.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. Rolling right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Now Jackson on the move. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Jay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down. Pistol give to Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Raven first down.
You know, Mike, I think the question is, does Derrick Henry ever age? I mean, he's in year 11. He still looks like he's a rookie. I mean, he produces at an elite level, it seems, every year. 1,500 yards for the 5th time in his career a season ago. I mean, we could go on and on, but really the last piece of the puzzle missing is he's still searching for that Super Bowl ring.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun, Jackson. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. Jalen Phillips that time. In there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
And a Raven first
How
down.
about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down? Inside give to Hill. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Devin Lloyd on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jackson. Forced out wide. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. Henry will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown.
Believe it or not, Mike, this is actually the way modern defenses are designing their system. They're trying to force offenses to go the long way. Don't give up explosives, and then try to compete for field goals in the red zone. So not only is this offense able to sustain possession and maintain the ball, but when you come away with touchdowns, it's just backbreaking for these defenses.
The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens move out on top 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Hubbard. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. Going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in. That's Teteroa McMillan. Going to mark him down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Panthers 1st down.
Young to throw on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's the punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he's going to be yanked down awkwardly there. Here comes the flag, almost certain to be a face mask.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
A give to Hill from out of the gun. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson forced to his right. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's hard. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He keeps it himself, and he will score! Lamar Jackson, so tough to stop, down close. He's got a Ravens touchdown.
When you talk about extending the play, especially down here in the red zone, Mike, whether it's scramble to remain a passer, or in this case, scramble that turns into a runner, I think Lamar Jackson might be hands down the best in the entire league.
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Panthers nothing. To kick off for Baltimore.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Poker.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will be a Panthers first down as he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Now Young. He'll take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms. We head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. LeJohntay Wester now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Lamar Jackson
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Ravens bring their punt team out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. McMillan comes in motion. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A big play for the Panthers. And even 30 yards.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. Yeah, he can be slippery in the open field, spinning his way to a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, that one intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow.
DC, right?
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. On the run to the right. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
They'll pitch it out here to Henry. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
So this will be 2nd and 15. Here's a handoff to Hill. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 81 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Hubbard. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jalen Hawkins there on the tackle.
Down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd
down and 3. Here's Young to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again, and he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Trying to push his way to the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get there. Stopped by the defense. That's a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Henry. And this one's not going to yield anything. Stopped in the backfield on back-to-back plays.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down. Zone read, and they give it to Hill. And they look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Jackson now on second down. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. I'm going to take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Third and 2. Here we go. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on fourth down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
On play action, here's Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the man he was looking for. It's second down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't like it.
He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. Bobby Brown, the one who brought him down. Third down and 9. Jackson in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there. Ravens sending the punt team out there. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Malachi starts there for the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through here. And it was really the lack of production on first and second down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till third down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those first and seconds and take the fight to the defense.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers might have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
Second down, Jackson. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on first and 10.
Hey, Monday.
Here's Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Third, they need 8. Slot man gonna move in motion left. And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the third. They need 8 as they come up for third down. The motion man is Sanders. Now Young. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
That is Jalen Coker. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers are able to cut into the deficit.
Panthers 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Wester now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin this. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. The defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Flushed to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10. This is Henry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the option, they give it to Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. They continue to add points, Greg. Very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Achane. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
A second down throw for Young. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And 10.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. On first down, it is Hubbard.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On second down, Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
All resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Brings up second and
To play
goal
corner in this league,
at
Mike,
the
you have to have
10-yard line.
great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. To throw is Young. He pulls it in around the 5. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
It's now
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
John Mechie was the intended target, and it'll be fourth and goal coming up.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
The ball's out, and the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory. And the defense has to feel good about that. Fourth and goal, they come up with a big play and end this drive.
In this case, Mike, the defense is thinking turnover on downs, but in this play, they actually force the turnover in the process and make a huge goal line stand to keep the offense out of the end zone.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Now backwards to the 2.
Brings up
Second and 11.
at the 2-yard line.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At his own 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
It is 3rd and 10. And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there.
Still third down.
The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Jackson out of the pistol. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And now here comes the punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Sit high. Sit high. We're good. Sit high.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Young. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
13.
Mechie, the man in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
That is hard down the field. He's got it. He's going to have a Panthers first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
3-yard line.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll run it here with Hubbard. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Sack. Ready.
Throwing is Young. That is caught at the 3. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Here's Young. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll go. Young. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Play action now. Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This will be 3rd and 8. The shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And he's gonna get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down, Ravens.
On run play. This is Hill. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.